Good morning, hello, welcome to the TriathlonDan YouTube channel. Welcome to race day, time trial race day, 25 miles later on today. But I'm going to talk you through the prep for today, how I get ready. So first of all, I've shaved from my ankles to my eyebrows. I'm not going to take you into the detail of that, but yeah, super slick, super aero. I need to do a little bit of work on the bike, so I'll just talk you through that. So hi, post-production Dan again. For some reason the GoPro didn't pick up the audio. What I'm saying is, look how clean the drivetrain is. I've done about 300 miles on this now, so it's probably ready for re-waxing. But I'm just going to use some of the NRG race dust to top it up, because I'm not going to send it back to them until early next week. So you get a little pouch of that as I'm waving around now. Those gloves are for something different. I'm not going to talk to you about that. Yeah, so what I'm essentially going to do is take the chain off, put it in a bag, shake it around with the dust in, put it back on. Just get those extra few little watts out through the drivetrain. So let's get onto that. Chains off, chains in the bag, race dust in the bag, and the bottom you can see it in there. Give it a good little shake of that for a few minutes, and then refit. Scientific hay. There we go. On reflection, I could have probably used half of what was in the bag, so you probably got enough for a couple of applications there. But you can see, all waxy and ready to wring out those last few watts that I really need. So yeah, enough of that. Let's get to the race, hey? Hi Liz.
Morning.
You alright?
Yeah.
You Zwifting?
Yep.
Are you coming to time trial this afternoon?
No, sorry. I'm out to a birthday party.
Birthday party? Aren't you old for that? Do you get a party bag?
Hope so.
Bring a snack back. Okay, no worries. I'll go and do it myself then.
Alright, good luck.
Bye. So here we go then. Race day. So let's just give a bit of an overview of the setup. Registration's over there. It's that tent outside. You go up, you sign for your number, pick your number up, and that's about it. No contact or anything. Then you got your own zone near your car. You're not allowed to do static warm-ups because of obviously COVID transmission. Ride out probably a couple of miles to the start. Timekeeper just the push off does not push you off. You have to clip in yourself and go. Again, no contact. Finish, go over the finish line. Timekeeper writes down your time. You come back to your car, you sign out, give your number back into a box so that you don't have to torch. Drive home. That is it. So time trialing, pretty much a non-contact sport, obviously. But yeah, it's just one of the reasons why it's able to go ahead in these times and other events aren't. So I did forget to bring any sort of sports nutrition with me, but fortunately I called at a garage on the way here and got some jelly beans. So yeah, really good at this sort of stuff. Probably got about 40 minutes before the start now, so I'm gonna get all my kit on and go for a little steady spin around the lanes and then get towards the start line and get ready. No rushing, no stressing, head in the game. In terms of race plan, I'll put the map on screen for you now. So we start off on a little side road and then we do a little left right onto the A46, and then it's a tailwind all the way to the turn. There are a couple of rises in there, the most notable ones up to Bingham, which is about 0.8 of a mile at a fairly decent incline, so that'll be somewhere to push on. Tailwind all the way out, so I'm going to try and keep a lid on it on the way out, maybe keep it capped at, I don't know, hard tempo power. And then when we turn back, that's where it's going to be won and lost, so we're going to try and press on the way back, perhaps try and hold threshold-ish. And then we come back to the roundabout near the finish, we turn left for the last mile or so, which then is a tailwind. So I'm going to try and treat the final roundabout as the finish line. That'd be a bit dangerous, but yeah, if I'm really spent there, then all I've got to do is turn back, kick on out the roundabout in my mind, and then hopefully the tailwind will carry me along at least the average speed that I've averaged up to that point. So let's give it a go. Okay, race done and dusted. Hopefully some of you guys are able to follow along on the live tracker. Let me know how good or rubbish that was. So I'll put some stats on screen now as I'm talking through them. So first of all, I can see that my 10 and 20 minute heart rate were the highest this year, so that was good to see. Definitely pushed hard. 53.47 was our total time, so really happy with that. 27.9 miles an hour. Total normalized power is 317 watts, which is a handful of watts less than a 25 I did a couple of weeks ago. But this is a very different ride. That ride was like one long constant effort. This was pretty much like two rides really. The ride out until the turnaround was a strong tailwind. I was often spinning out 56.11, so it was pretty quick. And I was trying to keep my heart rate lower and just try and not burn any matches. And then the way back, it was a lot harder into a headwind. It's more worthwhile pressing on, so that's exactly what I did. So try and flick through some of these things. So average heart rate 164, average power 313, and normalized 317, as it was quite a good paced effort. Most of my power is in zone 3 and some in threshold. Let's look at this map. Yeah, so we can see there that there's a little climb on the way out as well. So I dug in a bit for that. I see my heart rate went up a little bit. Then on the way back, my heart rate gradually rises up most of the way. Then the last 2 miles was actually a tailwind. We got to the last roundabout and you turn back on yourself. I felt like I had a little bit left to give, so I think maybe I could have pushed a bit harder into the headwind. But I think it's a fine line. If you blew up, you could lose minutes, you know, coming into the headwind if I sort of crumbled. Whereas just having that little 2% left just gave me a little bit of a safety margin, and then that meant I could just push on for the finish. And yeah, really happy with that. It's a PB by what, a minute and a half for me, so really chuffed with that. 27.9 miles an hour feels to me like that is absolutely rapid. However, everybody I spoke to at the finish had beat me. So a lad called Jackie, who actually lives quite close to me, rode 49 minutes, which is over 30 miles an hour. Matt Bottrell rode 49 minutes. Will Perrett of Team Who Bike rode 49 minutes. And apparently George Mills-Keelan of Ribble Weltie has gone quicker than that. So I know a lot of those are, you know, elite cyclists. However, something to aspire to, isn't it? Just need to find that 4 or 5 minutes, and then I'll be up there. So yeah, race day done and dusted. Really happy with that. Time to put my feet up now and try and recover for a triathlon tomorrow. Hopefully you guys are sort of inspired to take part in some time trials. So let me know down below. Are you going to enter any? Have you entered any? Get your name down. They're really sort of low key, low pressure, really good things to do. So yeah, get your name down. But more importantly than signing up for time trials, have you clicked that subscribe button down below? If you haven't, get it done. See you tomorrow at 4 p.m.